So first we're going to be talking about theme. Last week we talked about plot a little bit. Theme is different from plot in that plot is more about what the characters are doing, whereas theme is more between the lines. It's what the story is not telling you, it's what you have to figure out. So today we're going to talk about what is theme, how do we find a theme, and what are themes of Lord of the Flies. Now before we go further, I just want to remind you that you should be writing this in your journal because this is an important topic and you will see this on a quiz. Now we'll move on to what is theme. The dictionary definition of theme is that it's a subject or topic of discourse and a specific and distinct quality, characteristic, or concern. However, the more general definition is that it's the message or moral of a story. It's the lesson of the story, it's what we should be learning from the story. And a story can have multiple themes, not just one. Lord of the Flies has many themes, as we'll see in the future. Now, just an example of themes in The Lion King. A major theme is the circle of life. It's that we get what we deserve. That's the moral of the story. And it's the lesson, it's what we're supposed to be learning from the story. Do you guys, can you guys come up with any examples of themes from TV shows or movies? Yup, sure, okay. Okay, let's move on. How do we find a theme? We already talked about how theme is the lesson or the moral of the story, and some readers can figure it out just by knowing that. However, these are just a few things that you can do to find theme. First, you can ask yourself, why would the author write this work? What's the author's purpose? Usually, if you can answer that, you can find a theme. Next, while you're reading, you can make notes of events or characters that stand out or seem unusual, awkward, or weird. There's usually a theme around that somewhere. And along those lines, you can look for patterns or recurring symbols. If the book has a theme, it won't just appear and then go away. It'll reoccur constantly. And finally, you can follow the protagonist or antagonist and what he or she learns, the mistakes that he or she makes. All these things will let you know what a particular theme in the story is. You guys have any questions about that? Comments? Okay, let's move on. Finally, a theme of Lord of the Flies. First, it has multiple themes, not just one. But today, I'm going to give you just one, and you guys will discuss that in your groups. The first theme that I'm letting you know about is individualism versus community. This is the theme you'll discuss in your groups. The idea of the individual versus the community. What's this book trying to say? Is it better to be in a society that's centered around the individual or community? And in your groups you'll discuss that with one another. And I'll walk around if you guys need any help.